Amid the roaring enthusiasm of thousands of armies who had packed Estadio GNP Seguros since the afternoon, one name once again became the center of the world's attention. Not because of grand choreography, nor because of the explosive stage effects usually synonymous with BTS concerts. This time, the global spotlight was fixed on a figure casually walking across the soundcheck stage with a calm yet deadly aura, Kim Taehyung. The concert had not even begun yet. The stadium lights had not transformed into the sea of purple that usually shakes BTS concert nights. Yet within seconds of Taehyung appearing on the soundcheck stage on the first day in Mexico City, social media instantly exploded. Thousands of videos spread rapidly across various platforms, showing how the stadium, initially filled with casual chatter, slowly turned into waves of emotional screams the moment Taehyung was seen walking toward center stage. What made the atmosphere even more uncontrollable was not only his long-awaited presence, but also the fact that Taehyung's appearance this time felt different from usual. He wore a simple all-black t-shirt outfit that still radiated his signature charisma. Paired with loose black pants and sunglasses covering part of his face, Taehyung's look successfully created a mysterious aura that immediately became a hot topic among global armies. However, the detail that attracted the most attention from fans was the change in his hair. Before the soundcheck began, rumors had already circulated within the fandom that Taehyung had changed his hair color. And when he finally appeared on stage, many fans immediately noticed that the ends of his hair now looked more yellow blonde, blended with a semi-natural black shade that gave him a more mature and elegant impression. That simple change made Taehyung's visuals appear even stronger under the evening light of Mexico City. Many armies admitted they froze for a few seconds before eventually screaming hysterically in shock after seeing their idol's latest appearance. Some viral videos even showed fans crying just from seeing Taehyung standing on stage adjusting his microphone. Many also said that Taehyung's aura this time felt much calmer and cooler, yet somehow made the stadium atmosphere even more intense. Soundcheck itself is usually known as a relaxed session before the main concert begins. There are no glamorous costumes, no stages filled with visual effects, and it is generally attended only by certain VIP ticket holders. But for BTS, even a warm-up session like this can turn into a global event. And in Mexico City, Taehyung once again proved that he possesses an extraordinary magnetism that is difficult to explain in words. As the sun slowly began to set behind the skies of Mexico City, the atmosphere inside the stadium became increasingly emotional. Taehyung was seen casually walking around the stage several times while occasionally lowering his head to listen to instructions from the crew. Beside him, Jungkook also conducted a brief vocal check. Yet the attention of most of the audience remained fixed on Taehyung. There is something about the way Taehyung carries himself on stage that makes the atmosphere feel different. He does not need to do much to draw attention. Even in the simplicity of a soundcheck, his presence alone is enough to leave thousands of people mesmerized. Several armies who attended in person said the moment felt even more emotional than a major concert because they were seeing a much more natural and unfiltered side of Taehyung. The sunglasses he wore also became a major topic of discussion on social media. Many fans said his appearance this time reminded them of Taehyung's iconic past eras, but with a more mature aura. The combination of all-black clothing, dark hair, and his calm expression led many fans to call Taehyung's visuals in Mexico City one of his best looks this year. It did not take long for keywords related to Taehyung to rise into the global trending topics. Short clips of him during soundcheck spread rapidly, even surpassing official concert videos from other artists performing at the same time. Many international entertainment media outlets began discussing how BTS's soundcheck session in Mexico City had turned into a viral phenomenon simply because of a few minutes of appearances by Taehyung and Jungkook. Interestingly, what touched fans the most was not grand actions or dramatic interactions. Taehyung looked incredibly relaxed throughout the soundcheck. He occasionally gave small smiles toward the audience, nodded softly when hearing armies scream, and sometimes adjusted his in-ear monitor while slowly walking across the stage. Yet it was precisely those small moments that fans considered the most precious. Many ARMYs felt that soundcheck provided a much more intimate experience than the main concert. There was no emotional distance created by huge stage productions or grand performance concepts. What existed instead was Taehyung in his simplest form, yet still capable of shaking an entire stadium merely through his presence. The atmosphere inside a Stadio GNP Seguros had already felt extraordinary from the start. Thousands of fans arrived early just to witness the exclusive soundcheck. Many of them were willing to wait for hours simply to see a few minutes of BTS before the main concert later that night. But after seeing Taehyung appear on stage in person, nearly all the fans agreed that the long wait was absolutely worth it. Some fans from Latin America even admitted that this became one of the most emotional moments they had ever experienced as ARMYs. They felt Taehyung looked more comfortable, more relaxed, and seemed to enjoy the atmosphere more than during some previous performances. This was evident in the way he occasionally glanced at the audience while smiling softly, as if genuinely enjoying the energy given by the fans. On social media, many comments appeared discussing Taehyung's changed aura this time. Some said he looked more mature and mysterious after changing his hair color. Others said his appearance actually felt warmer despite being dominated by black tones. There were even fans joking that even the soundcheck already felt like a final concert because the emotional atmosphere created was so overwhelming. This phenomenon once again demonstrated just how massive Taehyung's influence is in the global entertainment world. In an industry often filled with grand concepts and massive marketing strategies, Taehyung managed to create extraordinary attention simply through a simple appearance during a concert warm-up session. It is no wonder many media outlets describe him as one of the idols with the strongest stage presence of his generation. It was not only his visuals that became the focus, but also the energy he carried. Taehyung appeared extremely focused throughout the soundcheck while still showing his relaxed side. That combination of professionalism and warm personality is what makes fans fall even deeper in love with him over time. As the skies over Mexico City grew darker and the stadium lights fully illuminated the venue, fans' excitement only intensified. Many began speculating about major surprises BTS might have prepared for the main concert that night. But for some ARMYs, the soundcheck itself already felt like a special gift. Especially because they were able to see Taehyung in a much more natural setting compared to official performances. Outside the stadium, social media was just as chaotic. Clips of Taehyung casually walking in all black clothing instantly flooded timelines across various platforms. Many people even edited soundcheck footage into cinematic videos complete with dramatic music because Taehyung's visuals were considered too perfect for merely a concert warm-up session. This phenomenon shows how Taehyung remains one of the most influential figures in K-pop today. Even without speaking much or doing anything excessive, he is still able to become the center of global attention. The star aura he possesses feels so natural that it is impossible to ignore. For the ARMYs who attended in person in Mexico City, this first-day soundcheck will likely become an unforgettable memory. They did not merely witness concert preparations, but also saw the most honest side of Kim Taehyung, a figure standing simply on stage in black clothing, with his new dark hair and sunglasses, causing an entire stadium to lose control within seconds. And perhaps that is Taehyung's greatest strength. He does not need excessive luxury to create iconic moments. Even in the simplest atmosphere, he is still capable of delivering powerful emotions that shake thousands of hearts at the same time. Now that the first-day soundcheck has officially ended, one thing has become crystal clear. Mexico City is not only the location of BTS's next concert, but also the place that witnessed how Kim Taehyung once again proved his extraordinary influence before the world. And if the soundcheck atmosphere alone was capable of creating such an emotional explosion, then BTS's main concert that night was undoubtedly one of the most highly anticipated performances for ARMYs throughout the year.